I haven't slept for days thinking about this. What you've got to understand is how devastating it can be when people don't get the support they need from their community. I was a very active member of my community. Everyone knew me. I had 4 jobs, and I volunteered to do anything I could during my lunch breaks and on my days off. I helped design and build stage sets for community productions. I taught a homeless man to read. I gave away my paintings to sell for charity. I was an all-round good guy, and everyone knew my name. I helped out at the scene of so many accidents that the hospital gave me hepatitis checks as often as their nurses. One day I found a man unconscious in the street and waited by his side for an ambulance. He was only pretending, and he attacked me. I hit him over the head and ran, but he followed me. I got away because people knew me and helped. The man turned out to be completely delusional. He thought he was a tiger. I stopped waiting for ambulances. Then a few weeks after that, a man I knew from one of my jobs started hanging round, phoning me at work, saying things like, "Boo! I'm thinking of you," and generally nasty stuff like that. It got to the stage that I had to involve the police, and they were really helpful. He caused problems all over town. He wasn't quite right in the head, and everyone knew it. A week after that, a man followed me home from work. At this moment, my life changed forever. He had become obsessed with me. He would not leave me alone. He wrote several letters a day. He read poetry through my letterbox. And he slept outside my house. The reason he picked me was because he had seen the way that I helped others. When I told the police, they said I should stop encouraging people. It carried on. It got worse. Everywhere I went, I was being watched. He could find out anything he wanted about me. After all, everyone knew my name, and all he had to do was ask. It was agreed that I was no longer safe. I left the country for a year, during which time court proceedings were started, but he represented himself so he could read the statements and learn even more about me. I discovered that he was a schizophrenic. He was fine if he took his medication, but there was nobody there to make sure that he took it. The proceedings dragged on for a further 3 years, during which time I moved back to Britain and lived in fear. I became an insomniac, which basically destroyed my life. I lived on a mixture of sleeping pills and antidepressants. While all this was going on, this man was still not taking his medication. He would be institutionalized. He would appear to be healthy. He would promise to keep taking the pills. They would let him go, and he would get home, stop taking his meds, and it would start all over again. I had been exiled, but I decided to move back because I missed my friends and family. The police said that I was doing it at my own risk. They said I could only do it if I changed my name. So I cut off all my hair, changed my name, and stayed indoors. Eventually he was convicted for 5 years, but on good behaviour he could be free now. The police can't tell me because once he has served his time he's a free man, and they have to protect him from victimisation. It is still not safe for me. Statistically, it never will be. We need better mental health facilities within our communities. People are scared of mental illness because it is not managed properly. If communities were given the proper resources, they could change people's lives. A statue or a new flower bed may look nice, but for every pound not spent on mental health care, someone gets hurt.